Let's talk about Nick Saban, old punk ass.
Oh yeah.
Yo, Nick Saban, you a hoe.
Nani? Dynamite! Dynamite!
A little bit of music to set the mood. Clap it. We're here. Let's act like we know. What's up, everybody? You know I love you. So I came back to say hey. My name is Heero. This is the Identity Booth, and this is the things I forgot to tell you last week. This is a segment where I tell you guys things I forgot to tell you last week. Let me know if there was something I forgot to mention in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe. You know, do your part to make this shit fly. And if there's something that you want me to cover, you know, next week, hey, put it in the comment section of whatever video you're watching this on. YouTube, Twitch, whatever. We love you no matter where you are. But without any further ado, I give to you. We have a situation here where a graphic video shows Florida gas station fire sparked by deputy taser. This is a bad title because it's just madness. Watch this shit.
Kill pump. Yeah, give me your hands. Give me your hands.
No, I got
Give me your. You're gonna get tased again, dude. Get your hands out. Do it now. Get your hands.
So
You're gonna get tased again, dude.
they got one arm behind his back already. And he's saying you're going to get tased again if you don't put your arm behind your back. He's already complying. This is why I don't like police. Because it's like they can't, it's like this is their default motto. Brutalize people. He's complying. And come to find out that this person that they're actually harassing right here isn't even the suspect they're looking for. This is an innocent person. Lonzo said deputies were responding to a report of a group of bikers who were allegedly brandishing guns and driving recklessly. Lonzo said Burrito was captured on a helicopter vehicle running red lights, doing wheelies and driving sideways. Deputies tracked him into a neighborhood in Orange County and they tried to arrest him when he stopped to refuel. Lawyer Burrows said deputy tackled his client behind and while he was pumping gas, tipping over the bike and causing fuel to spill out of it. Alonso said the deputy tried to use stun guns but discarded it after Harper yelled, "Kill the pump, kill the pump. There's gas." Alonso said the body cam. I keep calling him Alonso. It's Lopez. I'm such an idiot. Crawford picked up the stun gun, says, "You're going to be tased, dude." He used his stun gun on Burrito, who was reportedly covered in gasoline. That's fucking crazy. Lopez recommended Crawford be charged with misdemeanor culpable negligence. He's currently on paid administrative leave. The sheriff said the internal investigation determined which policies were violated. Burrito, who remains in the hospital 10 weeks later, faces charges of reckless driving, resisting arrest without violence, and fleeing. Notice how they didn't charge him for the gun. Notice how they didn't charge him for the red light. They literally did all this for a ticket. And they'll drop the charges because this is horrific. And I just want to let this play out. Look how unprepared and disorganized the police are. He knows nothing about stop, drop, and roll. Like he's literally saying, "Get my legs, get my legs." Motherfucker, stop, drop, and roll. They're so unorganized. It's so bad to watch our police function. It's like cringe. Look at this.
Roll.
He's begging, roll. Just
Roll. Keep rolling. Get on the ground. Hey, kill the pump. There's gas. Kill the pump. Give me your hands.
No, I got it.
he's already complying.
Get your hands out. Do it now.
And they just left him there.
25 at the pump. Signal 25 at the pump. Get down! On the ground! Drop! Stop! Drop! Roll!
Fucking crazy. This is like
Weapons.
this.
Zero. Get on your back. Do you have any weapons on you? No. What the? Behind your back. What the?
They still trying to arrest this dude. They just set him on fire.
Oh, fuck. I need to go to the hospital. They're on their way. You good? Yeah, I'm good. Please? I gotta go to the hospital. Dude, we're gonna get you to the hospital. Go to the hospital now. Now. Pull your hand out from your waistband. Dude, we gotta cuff him in. Sorry. Please.
Sending body worn down in 30 seconds.
Now!
I gotta go to the hospital.
As if setting him on fire. He's no longer a threat. Like,
They're coming.
Sending body worn down in 20 seconds.
I'm in the hospital right now. Oh. Get me to the hospital. I don't know. Why you do? Why you running? I wasn't running.
he was pumping gas. This all of this for a ticket. It's fucking madness. It's fucking madness. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's all you could describe. That is shocking to the system. And just seeing how unprepared they are to deal with it. It's just, if you can avoid calling police, just don't call them, man. Senate plows ahead. Not even, they didn't even offer my man's a drink of water. You feel me? You just set him on fire. They help the man up. You know, he's a criminal. You're a criminal. We set you on fire. No one cares. Fuck you. Go to hell. Get fucked. You're a criminal now. So I'm gonna treat you like shit. And the $10 million he's going to get isn't enough. Fucking animals. Senate plows ahead with price gouging bill. Look how begrudgingly they had to be. You guys know gas prices are through the roof. I didn't even mean to put these right next to each other. But gas prices are through the fucking roof. And best believe the Senate bill was going to be designed for 4217. S.dot 4217 was going to be to help prevent gas pumps from gouging. Because in reality, when you look at the economics of the gas prices, there's no reason for gas prices to be as high as they are. We're producing more than we were prior to the pandemic. Yeah, Russia's having a war, but that's not 8% of the global economy's oil is not a major impact for us. So so they're price gouging. They're doing it on purpose, and there's been some fines and penalties that have been laid out that they would plan on implementing, which is, good, because why are you punishing common Americans? Like, gas and oil companies, their stocks have been through the roof. I would know this because I own dividends in them. And they're gouging people. They're price gouging people, and that's crazy. So, like, shout out to the I guess our Congress for doing something effective, but they had to pull teeth to get this done. And best believe a lot of these dudes and dudettes in Congress have money linked to this. But if we want to talk about crazy, we can talk about the Republicans who are currently 9 of them, to be exact, who voted against importing baby formula from FDA-regulated spots. So if you guys don't know, there's a shortage of baby formula in America because of monopolies. What is a monopoly? A monopoly is when one or two people, we've all played the game. You know that game where grandma, like, somehow, some way, because she knows how to save her money and all that shit, she gets all the good properties, and you always got to pay her rent or some bullshit, and you know she's cheating. She didn't have 50K at the start of this third round. She's fucking cheating. You flip the board. Fuck you, grandma. We love you still. Grandma's cheating, damn it. There's no reason why grandma should be allowed to cheat. Grandma, I know you were cheating me. There's no way she had $50,000 after one round of the board. But I'll let it go. I'll fucking let it go. These are Republicans who voted no. And these Republicans are very familiar to me because, like, in 2019, I made a video about seven of the worst Republicans, and a lot of these people show back up. But think about the lengths you have to go through to not want to have baby formula for the babies. And remember, this is the party of family values. This is the party of pro-life. They should be trying to save everyone's life. This is the party of all lives matter. If I want to be a woman who makes choices, here's one thing you can choose. If you don't want to become pregnant right now, choose not to have sex. Says Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene. She voted no. So there are ethical issues, there are normal issues, there are difficult issues, and the parents should certainly be consulted. But it just seems like it's more educated decisions. If the child is in front of you, make those decisions. Rep. Louis Gomer, if the child is in front of you, these are all pro-life arguments. Congress has a duty to act, not just protect innocent babies from abortions, but to protect vulnerable women from lies of the abortion industry. This person is not a doctor. Chip Roy, he was one of those people, and you might want to get that checked out. It might be tumors, cancerous. American laws ultimately will reflect God's love of his unborn child. Separation of church and state, non-existent to Clay Higgins. Oh, Massey, Kentucky's. Now that the resolution protects just about every group on the planet, can we add babies? Andy Biggs, he was another one. He's another one. This clown, Lauren Boebert, I heard they're coming for her. Got some bad news on her. Matt Gaetz. Interesting thing about Matt Gaetz, he likes young children too. He's currently under investigation for child trafficking and child trafficking of an underage minor and prostitution of an underage minor. But here he is telling you your babies don't deserve baby formula. So those are 9 Republicans who voted no to allow baby formula to be shipped in from other countries. Just thought you should know. George Bush was on TV, so he said something dumb. And I just want to say something. Anytime George Bush gets on TV, a lot of people, you know who I blame for this? I blame Ellen DeGeneres for this. Ellen DeGeneres and also Michelle Obama. Michelle Obama and Ellen DeGeneres are responsible for helping to reshape his image. This man is a war criminal. He killed countless people, debilitated a whole entire region, and ruined the lives of not only American citizens, but international warfare. All because he lied to us and said there was weapons of mass destruction. It's not and you don't believe me, listen to him. Listen to him describe himself.
In contrast, Russian elections are rigged. Political opponents are imprisoned or otherwise eliminated from participating in the electoral process. The result is an absence of checks and balances in Russia and the decision of one man to launch a wholly unjustified and brutal invasion of of Ukraine. Iraq, anyway. 75.
He's a fucking idiot. And on top of that, this is the most scary part. It's further proof and confirmation that the dumbest of Republicans, Trump, the Bushes, they do the most damage. And this is he just literally told on himself. Good luck sleeping at night, you fucking monster. Speaking of more monsters, the Chinese government recently had their whole entire police record filed of about 290,000 people who they have kidnapped and claimed are terrorists, but are actually just Muslims. They have completely taken over a whole entire campsite where Muslims are now being kept in this province of Zhaoxing. I did a video on this too, and it's kind of crazy to see that this is still going on. From the time that videos happened, we've talked about liberating Ukraine. Why aren't we talking about liberating the Zhaoxing people? Oh, because they're Muslim. They're Muslim weaker people.
The satellite images, before after images of the campsites, and the procurement documents, and also the witness accounts. What we're looking at is a significant number of people. Today, China is world's biggest jailer. And as stated by Congress and the U.S. government executive branch, the world has not seen anything like it since the Holocaust.
In China's northwest region of Xinjiang, something is happening. The Uyghurs, an ethnic Muslim minority, have been detained en masse and placed in what China calls vocational schools, but what experts say are internment camps. Adrian Zenz, an expert on China's treatment of the Uyghurs, says the campaign against them is an effort to stamp out their culture, religion, and identity.
China's treatment of the Uyghurs has been appraised to be a genocide by the United States government, involving mass internments, mass sterilization, separating parents from children in colonial-style boarding schools.
And this is further the reason why
who was born in a
religion is
re-education camp in China.
Religion is just mindless to me. Like, more props to you if you have religion, but religion should be kept between you and whoever the hell you pray to. Because when you're allowed to speak about it, or when you're allowed to confront people about it, crazy shit like this, they're separating kids from each other, from their parents, sterilizing people. What does sterilization have to do with a belief? Your religion isn't a physical manifestation of you. Why are you sterilizing people? And they said this shit with a straight face. There are people in this camp, and I don't know if they'll mention it in this story, and we'll push on after this point. There are people who are in this internment camp who are there for just simply growing a beard, picking their mother up from Sunday school, dropping their kids off at Sunday school while they go to work. That's what they're in jail for. It's atrocious. Here's something that's really unsettling. And if Marvel doesn't, I don't know. Okay, I do know. I actually do know. If Marvel does this, they're probably going to lose my vote of confidence for a long time. Point blank period. Don't put, unless Stan Lee has already agreed to be in that movie prior to his death. If I see a cameo of Stan Lee in a movie, yo, you bugging. Don't let me see don't do that. He's dead. Let his work speak for itself. But if you bring him back in some CGI nonsense, past what he's agreed on, yo, Marvel's will lose a lot of cool points for me. The last movie I went to go see was Doctor Strange. It was good, but like I said, there's nothing about this certain universe that's keeping me going. I haven't seen any of the miniseries. I don't think I'm gonna go see Love and Thunder. Marvel needs to be very careful. Marvel needs to be very careful here because they're treading on what I think is holy ground. His memory should not be tarnished past what it is. Leave that man to be, especially since it's not even his family making these decisions. It's an estate. It's a bunch of tech bros who probably don't know shit about shit. Let this man be. We don't need Stan Lee. Kevin Feige. Probably not Kevin Feige because I heard he has some issues too. You could make Robert. They have the answer. And I'm about to tweet this shit. I'm about to tweet this shit. Robert Downey Jr. should be doing cameos in place of Stan Lee. I'm just about to tweet that. I'm about to tweet that because that's such a great idea. Hey, Marvel. #Marvel. Tweeting on a computer makes me feel really old. Instead of digging up #Stan Lee likeness for cheap feels and money, how about passing the, how you spell mantle on to RDJ? I'm just saying. Likeness, Grammarly, everybody, use it. That's a great idea, right? That's a good idea. Instead of us doing all this bullshit, hey Marvel, instead of digging up Stan Lee dead body, let's be graphic about this. Dead body for likeness and for cheap feels and money, and digging up Stan Lee's dead likeness. That's so messed up. For cheap feels and money, how about passing the mantle on to RDJ? I'm just saying. Yeah, I think that's totally appropriate. I've sent a tweet about it. That's my contribution to it. Oh, this story is actually amazing. I have to get the ad blocker off. One day I'll get the ad blocker that blocks everything. But y'all remember a white woman called police on him while he was bird watching in Central Park? Now he has his own TV show. And we are talking about Christian Cooper, everybody. Clap it up. Christian Cooper. Beating that white woman down with her own tears. Those tears filled his cup. If you don't know, and this is ironic because this happened, and this is a crazy stat that I don't believe a lot of people know. On the same day this happened, that was the day that George Floyd died. So we would have had an example of 2 black men being killed by police officers on a grand scale. George Floyd's death didn't really hit the news, get picked up till a week later. This was the main story, how this woman called the cops on this guy bird watching, but little did we know in Minneapolis, a dude was literally having the life choked out of him. And this happened on the same day. So we saw the example of what happens when a woman calls the police on a black man when he's doing nothing and the police arrest her for false police report. And then we see the alternative when a person calls the police on a black person for a fake $20 bill that was real. And he gets choked. He has the life choked out of him. It's crazy. But good on him. He got Steve Show. Let's talk about Nick Saban, old punk ass.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, Nick Saban, you a hoe. I don't speak. I speak for the whole entire HBCU class.
Oh,
you
yeah.
a hoe. You feel me? I heard what you said about my boy.
A few days ago, yeah.
I heard what you said about Dion, man. If this photo was recent, he'd sock your ass in the chin. The petty bullshit that Nick Saban is currently experiencing is mind-boggling. Now, let me give you some context. I represent the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. You feel me? Clap it up. Get excited. The illustrious University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff is responsible for giving you me right now. This highly educated, super motivated, articulate. I bit my tongue there. This articulate savant. You best believe from here is possible, baby. Welcome to the yard. UAPB made me. And I am an HBCU baby. Y'all see it? Y'all see it over there, right? Where's my camera? I don't know where my camera's at. There it is right there. Y'all see the golden line? UAPB. It stays with me, baby. So, as a UAPB person, let me tell you something. I'm going to give you a perspective. Arkansas, the Razorbacks, we had a running back and a linebacker who got demoted from there, and they had to come over. They had to come over to come over to the Bluff because they got kicked out of their school. And they came over to the Bluff, and I remember when they got on the bus and they went to their seats, and they was like, "Hey coach, where's the per diem? Where's our spending money?" Now that's when I knew, damn, I made the wrong decision when I picked the school. Y'all get paid? Y'all get paid? This was before they gave you the NIA thing, the money for your name, image, and likeness, whatever, right? NIL or whatever. This was before then. The way I used to get paid was through handshakes after the game. Good job on that tackle, Heero. That shit folded. It's not called change. You feel me? Clap it, bars. It's a struggle for the HBCU world. Nick Saban's salary, $9 million, was more than Jackson State's whole entire football budget. Nick Saban bitching about a HBCU getting recruits, saying that they have to be doing something illegal. Nick said, shut the fuck up. You are not that close to God. Georgia beat you. Clap it up for the Bulldogs. You are not that close to God anymore. We've seen you bleed, so we know you're a man. And the fact that he had the nerve, Texas A&M coach wasn't going for that shit. There are too many people who have worked with you, Nick, who don't like you. Nick Saban reminds me of one of those people who doesn't know he's not liked. You really think people are coming to Alabama, Mobile, Alabama, Huntingville, Alabama, from California, from Chicago, from culture to racist 101 because they like you? It's because of opportunity. And these opportunities aren't just there for you anymore. Look at the NFL draft. Whoever wins gets to tell the story. Georgia won. They told one hell of a story. And Georgia's a lot closer to Atlanta than Alabama. Name one interesting thing about Alabama that has nothing to do with Roll Tide. I'll wait. Come on. It's sad that he has to do this. Pick on somebody your own size. Say that to Georgia. Can't, because they got your number. They whooped that ass with a defensive effort. Clap it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this. This does bring me. This does put a smile on my face. But let's get into the nitty-gritty of the situation, right? The thing that I find most insulting, about his perpetuate crying about this is that he thinks it's about the money, when in reality it's about the culture. Because if you've ever been to an HBCU homecoming, that's all you need. That is literally all. If you are a person of color and you are debating on what school you want to go to an HBCU homecoming. Your decision will be made. To this day, I go to different HBCUs. I don't even know anybody there. But everyone shakes my hand like they know me. Hey, big dog, what's going on? Long time no see. Hey, what's going on? Kids, all right. I don't have any, but for today, yes. Kids are fine. I love it. The step show, the bonfire, the parties. I don't even do that shit anymore. I just go to watch the game, the marching band, the fucking halftime show. Go to a homecoming at HBCU. You'll never want to go. PWI? Nick Saban's talking out the side of his ass. Because he got his ass handed to him by Georgia. And you're not the big dog no more. But to take a shot at a person, like punching down, it just shows you the type of character Nick Saban is, right? It just lets you know that he'll make an impressive media stance, but when it's time to talk the nitty gritty, we know what type of man he is. And this is a unfortunately, this is a firm telling. This is a confirmation for me. So it's really disappointing to see, but hey, it's not far off. It's not far off from the character. A humbling situation for him for sure. Did you receive an Illinois Facebook settlement check in the mail? Here's why and what to know about it. Wait, do we got volume on this? Oh wait, I don't want that music. According to a class action settlement administrator, check between $200 and $400 is more than 1.4 million people started getting mailed May 9th. Okay, so yeah, it's been about 3 weeks. In the lawsuit, class members allege the company broke the Illinois Biometric Information Privacy Act by collecting, storing biometric data, physical characteristics, or of users without their consent through things like facial recognition technology. So shout out to Illinois getting their citizens paid. Facebook shouldn't be allowed to do this. Facebook is notorious for doing this, backhanded things, and then they'll sell your information out to UI companies, and it's just crazy what they can do with it. This is illegal, it's bad, and I haven't checked the mail today, but I'm gonna go look. I feel like I would have known about this because there's a website. Oh man, if I can think about it, I'll put it there. There's a website you can like literally just type all this stuff in and it'll automatically pop up. So that's super cool. This is an interesting story. Town votes to remove God and God We Trust from police cars. This is interesting for two reasons, and the reason why is even funnier. So on some of these vehicles, police vehicles, and as you guys have seen early on in the show, they don't be giving a fuck. They literally set a man on fire the last episode. But in God We Trust, which needs to be separated because we have this thing called separation of church and state. So Haven, Kansas, they were debating about this, and what ended up happening was actually hilarious. They were actually the citizen people voted to keep it. And then this place called the Satanic Church, hit them up and was like, yo, if you can put in God We Trust, we should be able to put in Satan We Trust as well. And from that came the disagreement, thus leading to this overall issue of just saying, okay, no religion, because that's the test, right? If we're a secular nation, so every religion is on par with every religion, theoretically. Put that test to the fire, right? Put that test to the truth and see what happens. And what we find is that everyone doesn't want everyone to have equal rights, and that can't be fair. It's not fair and balanced. So I'm okay with this. I'm perfectly fine with this, and hey, more power to them. Here's a video of a Houston officer literally realizing the moment he fucked up.
Hey, let me see your hand! Oh shit!
Within 2 seconds of him leaving the vehicle.
Hey, let me see your hand! Oh shit!
He literally discharges his weapon while his fellow officers in the line of sight. Right? There goes another officer right there. 2 officers in the line of sight.
Shit!
Shot him in the back of the neck. It's crazy. It's crazy. Body cam video released by Houston police on Tuesday captured moments in which Officer Shane Privet, or murderer, Jalen Randall, a black man cop, said they were seeking on a warrant. A review of the video by the Daily Beast suggests an officer request to let me see your hands had barely escaped his lips before the fatal shot rang out. Oh shit, a voice presumably private, I don't know how to say that, intones immediately afterwards. Tell me you're guilty of something without telling me you're guilty of something. It's crazy that, like, you can't be black in this country, man. You won't get the benefit of the doubt. But in an effort to end on a good note, I was sitting here thinking to myself, like, after the decision for Roe v. Wade, all this shit going on in the world, I was feeling really discouraged, y'all. I was really, really discouraged. But then I found out my sister voted in the primaries. And it was so heartwarming to hear that she voted in the primary. I had a whole video planned to be released tomorrow, actually. Yeah, May 25th. Talking about the primaries, and I got really just discouraged. Like, I didn't want to do it. But then I found my sister said she voted in the primaries, and a very progressive person ended up winning the Democratic primary. And then it kind of just jogged me and said, you know what, fuck it, Heero. So I want to end with this. Go to vote.org, y'all. Make sure you vote. Do your part, right? Make sure you vote. You can go here. It'll tell you all the places where you can vote in your district, all the things you need to know. Don't be discouraged. Find it within you to be the change you seek. And that was the message for me. If you truly want to bring about change in your world, you have to be the person that brings it. So I took that notion and I rode with it. So clap it up to the booth boss, not the booth boss. T with Nafi. Nafi came through, didn't come through. She's getting her hair done. But she made me think about that shit. And I was like, damn, Heero, look how far you've fallen. So go vote and do your part. Do your part, but we made it. Clap it. That's the end of the show. The things we forgot to tell you last week. If there's something I forgot, don't hesitate to reach out. Let me know. I'm eager to know what y'all think. Is there something I forgot to tell y'all this week? Leave in the comment section below.